From the studios of the Republic Media Network, you're watching Arnab Goswami live on The Debate.
It's great to see you again. I'm sorry for my absence. Yesterday something came up, but it's fantastic to be live with you tonight. Viewers, how many more lies on the social media, we ask? How much more fabrication on the social media, we ask? And how much more abuse will we tolerate? Today, the Delhi High Court asked a Congress social media member of the Vadra Congress to remove false, fabricated allegations of corruption that he had made without even checking at the basics on behalf of his party against a distinguished senior retired diplomat who is also the wife of a union cabinet minister. While doing so, the court made some fantastic points, which made me think, because they apply to all of us. And as much as they apply to all of us, they also threaten all of us. So viewers, don't look away. This can happen to you too. It can happen to your loved ones. It can happen to anyone around you, whether or not you're in politics. The court made it clear that entire reputations can be destroyed by lies on social media when a group of vested interests come together. The court also said, and think about it, viewers, think about it. We know about it. I know about it. I know what lies are when they are thrown at you without basis. And while there are people like us and organizations, the Republic, which will fight back and fight back hard and defeat those who utter these falsehoods, what about so many unsuspecting people, innocent people out there? The court made it clear that the more negative and abusive the comment on social media, the more attention it gets, the more likes it gets, the more viral it gets. What does this mean? That means there are some toxic and viral people out there who simply believe if you lie a lot, you will gain popularity. For them, they don't know the difference between popularity and notoriety, and they couldn't care less. But viewers, effectively what the court has said is that the more you lie, the more toxic you get, the more you fabricate, and the more you do it in swarms, like swarms of locusts, the false narrative gets amplified. The more the truth gets glorified and the more followers you get. This is the reality of social media today. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, Arnab's talking about something else, someone else, this could never happen to me, believe me, do not make that assumption. This is the dirty logic of social media. And don't hate me for saying it. It's the reality. The dirty logic of social media in a post-truth world, the more you fabricate, the more you lie, the more you abuse, the more followers you get, the more likes you get, and hence negativity spreads like this on social media. You don't really need a court to tell you this. You don't need me to tell you this, viewers. You know it. You must have heard of the latest example. This weekend, we saw Hindu-phobic, and yes, Hindu phobia does exist. We saw Hindu-phobic abusers attack incredibly bright, talented, and deserving NASA interns from India. Why? Just because they put up pictures, they posed in front of idols of their Hindu gods. They were attacked for being Hindu. for being practicing Hindus. The vilest, most communal drivel was thrown at them. I asked tonight, when all of this happened, why was the pseudo-secular lobby quiet through this? Is abusing Hinduism on social media? Is attacking Hindu gods on social media and Hindu believers on social media par for the course? Is that okay as well? Is lying through your teeth by a Congress person any less forgivable than the lies or crimes of Sachin Vase, for example? And for how long exactly? And that's the question I want you to ask tonight, viewers. Because remember, even if you're not social media, someone you love, someone you care for, someone in your family is on social media and hence could be a target or a victim. And hence the question you must ask is, for how long in this country will the silent but truthful majority continue to be blackmailed by muckrakers and scum throwers? How long will scum throwers and muckrakers blackmail the rest of us? That's debate number 3 tonight, viewers. Please don't look away. It's a subject we must start a conversation on together. As the Delhi High Court cracks the whip on these social media troll vigilantes tarnishing reputations, time for those spreading social media muck to be pulled out. But debate number 1 tonight. The Assam Chief Minister tables a controversial but some say relevant bill to ensure cattle preservation, and the unstoppable Himanta Biswa Sarma, Chief Minister of Assam, will be talking to us on why he's out there to protect cattle in his state and why it's become controversial. And debate number 2 tonight, viewers, another Chief Minister who doesn't pull his punches. Yogi Adityanath has one message for terror sympathizers: there will be no tolerance for terror. That's the debate at 10 p.m. and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. Himanta Biswa Sarma tables cattle preservation bill. Opposition drags in beef, claiming RSS agenda is at work. After the Al-Qaeda module crackdown, Yogi Adityanath says bomb sees no religion and caste. There will be zero tolerance for terror. Big warning by Yogi Adityanath. No one to be spared in India's greatest fight against terror. Are the anti-nationals listening? Are the anti-nationals listening or not? And social media scoot and shoot lobby in rightful trouble. The Delhi High Court says accusative, irresponsible tweets which have adverse impact cannot damage or be allowed to damage reputations in this way. And ladies and gentlemen, my first big talking point, which I'm sharing with you tonight. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has, in a bold but what is widely believed also to be a progressive step, decided to regulate the slaughter of cattle under a cattle preservation bill in Assam. Now, what does this do? It prevents sale in areas inhabited by Jain, Hindu, Sikh, and other non-beef eating communities. So in a way, this is about empathy to the religious beliefs of these communities. Viewers, nowhere does it actually ban beef, but the lobby is back. They're saying beef is being banned. Who's banned beef? Like the opposition and the lobby desperately did a few years ago, they're at it again, faking a beef ban story. What the government is trying to do is stop cattle smuggling. Be empathetic to those religions for whom cows and cattle are sacred. Why then is the same beef narrative being brought back? We'll be joined by the Assam Chief Minister and then debate this. But here is what has led to this debate.
Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma tabled a bill on the first day of the budget session of the Assam Legislative Assembly to protect and preserve cattle. The Assam Cattle Preservation Bill 2021 is a timely bill in a state where cattle smuggling is a real issue. The bill aims to regulate the slaughter of cattle, requires veterinary officer certifications, allows transport only with valid permit, and it prevents sale in areas where Hindu, Sikh, Jain and other non-beef eating communities are in higher concentration. Consumption of beef has not been banned. But controversy has ensued anyway, and a beef ban narrative is being stoked by the opposition in full steam.
ये एक ऐसा आइन लेके आए हैं जो हूबहू उत्तर प्रदेश से मिलता है, जिसका मतलब आरएसएस से आ रहा है। वैसे ही असम में माइक्रो फाइनेंस लोन को लेके महिलाओं के प्रति जो वर्तमान सरकार ने विश्वासघात किया है, उस विफलता को छुपाने के लिए एक ऐसा ये कानून लाए हैं।
Our constitution is the supreme law, and what should be my dress, what should be the color of my dress, what should I eat, it is my fundamental right. State should not interfere until and unless I do hurt the sentiment of other people by eating my food.
The AIUDF is saying
हम सोचते हैं कि आसाम का जीडीपी में बहुत नुकसान आएगा, क्योंकि आसाम में लाखों ऐसे लोग हैं जो हज़ारों करोड़ रुपया हर एक साल में हज़ारों करोड़ रुपया उन लोगों को इनकम होते हैं कैटल वो जो सेल करते हैं। तो जब खरीदार नहीं होंगे जब और वो लोग छोड़ देंगे तो ऐसा एक हालत हो सकते हैं कि आसाम के जो सड़कों पे लाखों गाय ऐसे ही घूमते रहेंगे। यूपी में जैसे होते हैं कि एक्सीडेंट में उनकी मौत होते रहेंगे।
Is there an attempt to push a false paranoia over a progressive law? Can a cattle preservation bill be given communal color? Let's debate.
Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sharma, is with us live on the debate viewers today. Now, as I introduce him, let me say one thing. He's increasingly being known as a chief minister who takes quick and bold decisions. He's not looking for political unanimity in everything, and some people like that, saying you're never going to get political unanimity. You can't get everyone to agree with you. You believe in something, you push it. But this time, Himanta Biswa Sharma has been in the news repeatedly. First, he had brought in a policy to incentivize 2 children or less. And now he's in the limelight over the cattle slaughter bill. Simple question to start with, Mr. Sharma. Are you trying to stop anyone in Assam from having beef? Because I haven't seen it anywhere, but this is the spin that the pseudo-secular lobby is giving it. That Himanta Biswa Sharma wants to decide who eats what. And who is Himanta Biswa Sharma to take that decision?
Arnab, first of all, as you know, our constitution in directive principle has clearly said that what state should do with cow and cattle. But the Assam bills is a bit different. In 1950, the first Chief Minister of Assam, Bharat Ratna Gopinath Bordoloi, has introduced a cattle consumption regulation bill in Assam Assembly, and that is an act continued since 1950. But in changing situation, we decide that this act need to be given a fresh look, and we did 4 things. First, we said that no beef can be sold within the 5 kilometers of any temple and satra. That is number 1. Number 2, we said that in a city or in a village, if there is a non-beef eating community is there, then you cannot sell and you cannot consume beef. That is number 2. Number 3, we said that there will not be any inter-district transfer of cattle except agricultural purpose. But finally, what we are trying to deal with, there was a large-scale smuggling of cattle from West Bengal to Bangladesh, utilizing the various roads through Assam. So we said that except agricultural and farming permit purposes, except with a valid road permit issued by the competent government, no cattle can be transported through Assam. So these are the four things we are trying to do. We have not banned consumption of beef, but certainly we have regulated consumption of beef, and I am proud to do that, and I am extremely proud by introducing that legislation in the floor of the assembly.
One minute. No, you are surely proud of it. But can you explain how you are regulating the consumption of beef? And the counter argument to that will be that if I am not a Hindu or a Jain or a Sikh, and I am not eating beef inside a hotra or inside a temple, then what is the Assam Chief Minister's problem if I eat beef in the, inside my house? It is my personal choice. I'm not eating it within a temple. I'm not offending anyone's beliefs.
Arnab, simple thing is that you are in my state, in the state of Assam, you are not going to eat beef in a Hindu, Jain, Sikh dominated village, and you are not going to eat beef within the 5 kilometer radius of a temple and satra, even inside your house. So that is the law we are proposing, and I don't think that anybody who has read and who has actually read various verdicts of the court, the directive principle of the state policy occupies a higher position than the fundamental rights. I think nobody will put me that question.
No, you have said that sale will be stopped. I'm reading there will be a prohibition on the sale or purchase of beef
not
or
even
beef
eating.
products.
You'll
Not even eating.
Yes.
Not even eating in what area? How do you
Not
define
even
the geographical
you are
area?
not going to consume any area where Hindu, Sikh, Jain or non-beef eating community people are residing, say in a Guwahati city, your city. So in any place of Guwahati, you will not be able to sell beef or consume beef. That is the law, because this city is substantially Hindu population.
Will you look?
But
will you
there
look
will
at
be
the
a colony.
city? Yeah, okay, please continue. Please continue.
There will be one or two colony which will be entirely dominated by the beef eating community. Our rule will provide the distance that if you are residing in a city like Guwahati, if you are residing in a flat or residence, you will not able to consume. But in the city itself, if there is a one or two ward which is completely dominated by beef eating community in 95%, 99%, then you can have sale of beef in that place only. It has to be localized. But in a city, in a village where there are non-beef eating communities are there, you will not be allowed to have beef, even if within that city one or two families or 50 or 100 family who eat beef.
Right. I'm trying to understand this. Just a minute, please. How will you define the area? Are you going to look at a city, a district, a municipal corporation? How will you decide that this area is Hindu dominated, or the dominance is of communities who do not have or consume beef? How will you decide what is the geographical area?
No, Arnab, that formulation is otherwise. So even if in a village there are 10 Hindu family and 90 beef eating family, even then you will not have beef. So you are not going to hurt the religious sentiment even of a single non-beef eating family. It is not that if I am a minority Hindu there, but still minorities' rights need to be protected. So you are not going to consume beef even if there are Hindu population 3, 4, 5 family in an area of 100 family dominated by non-beefing community. You will be able to eat beef or sell beef where a locality is almost 100% dominated by non-beef eating by the beef eating community. So in Guwahati,
You are
to
making it-
simplify, let me simplify. You know, there is a place. Yes.
Yes, please,
So
please.
suppose in
Please,
your
please.
area, in your area there are hundreds of Hindu family, and within that 5 or 6 non-beef eating community, they are not going to have beef. But in a reverse situation also, suppose there are an area where 95 family lives who consume beef, but there are 5 family who doesn't consume beef, then you have to even take care of the religious sentiment of that 5 family, and you are not going to have beef there. You will able to eat beef only in an area which is almost, because 99% also you can say 100, but you have to in a scenario where beef eating community is there for 100%.
Okay, now here's the reverse question to you. The tricky part will be that there are a lot of communities in Assam who consume pork, right? Not just in Assam, various parts of the Northeast.
Yes.
Various people don't have pork, but a lot of people
Yes.
have gahori, gahori mangso. They have pork. But
Yes.
having pork
Yes.
may upset the religious sentiments of another community. Will you then ban the consumption of pork? If not, why not?
So, Arnab, let me receive a petition from the people who doesn't want pork sale to be there in Assam. Then I'll examine that after consulting my officers and my colleagues.
But this does mean
I have no
Mr.
such application at this stage in my table.
But this does mean that effectively in Assam you cannot have beef. This is what it will come down to. Effectively,
you
I'm
will be
saying.
able to have beef, because I am saying that yes, in a geography of Assam, Dhubri, Gwalpara, Morigaon, Nagaon, there will be many villages which will be 100% dominated by the beef eating community. But in a cosmopolitan city like Guwahati, Nagaon, Jorhat, it will not be possible to consume beef.
Are you making headlines a lot since becoming chief minister? Are you polarizing? Are you not more than sensitive? You are also a very, very astute politician, that you will be accused of pushing the minority community, the Muslim community, into a corner.
No, I think I met lot of minority Muslim community last 2 days. They are extremely happy because Darul Uloom, if you remember, has issued a diktat that you in India during the sacrifice, Eid festival where sacrifice happened, I have read various diktat from Darul Uloom said that don't consume beef if it is affect your fellow Hindu brothers. I think these will create a perfect communal harmony between the Hindu and Muslims. And no Muslim people, it is, I have introduced the bill in the yesterday morning, and today also there was an assembly. Nobody has opposed it. Everybody is happy that now communal harmony will take place, and there will be no fight, there will be no clash centering around the beef. So whoever wants to have beef,
So you're saying
they
you've
will
not
go
banned
and they
beef.
will have beef. In
You've
a
said you've
area
not
which is
banned beef. You're saying you've not banned beef in Assam. You will just allow the consumption of beef only in small pockets where there is not a single person whose religious sensibilities conflict with the
Right.
consumption of beef.
Right. Second, you will not consume any beef if temple or satras are there within the 5-kilometer radius. Because in so many times, some people, in order to create communal tension, they bring beef and place in the doorstep of temple and satras and create communal harmony. So these provisions, one, the transportation we have banned, because I don't want smuggling. Second, I ban consumption of beef in a Hindu, where Hindu join Sikh lives, because I want to protect religious sensitivity.
But why 5 kilometers?
I
No, why
have
five?
banned consumption of
Let me
beef.
explain to you. Let me explain this to you, Mr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. You are talking about Hotros, and by the way, viewers, Hotros, or called Hotros, are the basic seat of Hindu worship and Hindu religion, and they are spread all over Assam. There are individual Hotros. For example, let me ask you, Mr. Sharma, the Hotro that I belong to, for example, my family belongs to the Polla Hotro, which you know about. The Polla Hotro, one of the oldest Hotros in the state of Assam, has a lot of population around it, where there's a large Muslim population now around that area. Are you saying in a 5-kilometer radius around the Hotro, nobody will be allowed to have beef? Second question to you will be, why 5 kilometers? Why not 4 kilometers? How have you defined that?
That could have been 10 kilometer, but I decided it to reduce to 5 kilometer.
Are you not worried about controversy?
That could have been 10 kilometer.
Yeah, it could have. Are you not worried about controversy? This is being talked.
Why there will be controversy? Those who will dare to raise controversy on this, they are basically countering the beliefs of our founding father. They are going to counter the value system which has been given to us by Gandhiji. And I am carrying forward the legacy of late Gopinath Bordoloi. In Assam, nobody will raise controversy. People are extremely
nationally,
happy. This
what
is a
about
place
nationally?
Where Shankar, Madhav,
What about nationally? No, people will say Himanta Biswa Sharma does this in Assam, tomorrow it will be in Uttar Pradesh, it will be all over.
No, I want that this kind of bills should be all over the India. And we have did another thing. We are trying to popularize artificial insemination with sex-sorted things, so that we get lot of female cows, so that problem of cow roaming around the roads, all these things doesn't happen in my state. We have a very small population of cows. So we are going to introduce sex-sorted AI, so that there is a productivity. We are linking cows with the productivity. So we are not only banning beef, we are also converting our population of cow for a much more productive activity. We have a long-run plan. So
no, I'm sure you do, but this. So you're not going to pull back, Mr. Sharma. If this bill becomes hugely controversial, which it might, I'm not saying it will or should. I'm not passing a value judgment. You're not pulling back on this.
No, I am not going to contest election in a constituency where left liberals will be in majority. So that is not my idea, or that is not my ambition. So I am going to contest election from a constituency where communal harmony, religious sensitivity, people values. So why I should think about left and liberal people?
Well, absolutely, Abel. I mean, you're clear in your views out here. And Mr. Sharma, for someone who has brought in what will be, and you're not cagey about taking tough decisions, you've taken them one after the other. You're going to be discussed a lot at a national level. Let's see where this goes. Maybe we'll get you on a debate if required at some time. But thank you. Viewers, do you agree with Himanta Biswa Sharma? Do you agree with his policy, his style of functioning? The arguments he's put. I'd love to hear a debate, and we'll follow this up. Thank you, Mr. Sharma. Thank you. That's the Assam Chief Minister. Time for the debate. Shazia Elmi, Amar Venkatesh, Savio Rodriguez. Ninong Ering, former Union Minister and MLA from the Congress Party. Moyur Bora. Moyur, good to see you. My old friend Moyur Bora, author and columnist from Guwahati. How are you, Moyur? Syed Aslam. Syed Aslam is joining us tonight. Yes.
A very, very sensitive issue today.
Well, I don't know. Why do you think? And then Mohammad Tausif Rahman. Moyur, why do you think it's very, very sensitive? What do you think is sensitive about this, and what is controversial? Place your point. Yes. Moyur opening the debate with.
I hope you will not be slaughtering my right for placing a counter narrative. But before placing the
No, no.
counter narrative, let me give you 3 pros also. If you see the larger context of constitutional mores and norms, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma is right, because the directive principle says that this has to be discouraged. Number 1. Point number 2, if you see the smuggling to Bangladesh, that has been going on rampantly for quite some time. If you want to resist that, if you want to prevent that, then also it can be welcome. The third issue is that you know the history of Assam, the saga of that infiltration, immigration first and after independence, infiltration, and how some political parties have made vote bank. So in the context of this, in the saint and reformer of Mahapurush Srimanta Shankardev, if Bordua, if there is an incident what Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma was hinting that somebody throws pork or beef, definitely our feelings and sentiments will be hurt. But secondly and importantly, the other points are also when Dr. Sharma talks about that fundamental rights are somewhat inferior to directive principles, I don't agree. But I don't want to go into a legal debate, because I know that fundamental rights are enforceable. You also know it very well, whereas directive principles are not. Secondly, and more importantly, I think this is not the right time. See, Himanta Biswa Sharma has come with a mandate. We respect it. I have some fundamental differences
what is the
with
right
the
time?
majoritarian. Yeah, right time would
No,
be,
what is the right time? I put it
Right
differently.
time
No, I put it differently.
Yeah.
Let me provoke you on this. 1 minute, Mayur. 1 minute. And who's going to slaughter you? We know each other for far too long for me to try to slaughter you, or for you to slice me down on the program now. You know, the problem with debating
was
with
on a
old
lighter
friends,
vein.
you know, problem with debating with old friends, you can't even shout at them. Question
No,
is,
you shout, no issue.
thank you. That's real friendship. Have you ever seen that? Okay.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
question today, Mohammad Tausif Rahman, is this. Actually, let me ask Ninong Ering of the Congress. Mr. Ering, why should anyone's right to have beef be greater than my sensitivity towards cattle? That's a simple question, Mr. Ering.
Arnavji, let us be very frank. Arunachal Pradesh is there. Then
Yes.
Meghalaya is there. Mizoram
Meghalaya.
is there. Nagaland is there. These are states where beef is very openly it is sold and it is eaten also. Now,
Yeah.
regarding the sentiments and emotions of the Hindus in Assam, I think we should not. I've just heard Himanta Biswa Sharma speaking, and I like him. He's a very good leader of the Northeast. But if you know, we were all under Assam. Let it be Mizoram. Let it only with an exception of only Nagaland and Sikkim. So the rest of the Northeast, we were all under Assam. And Assam is the gateway of the Northeast. Now, he was speaking about rustling. He was speaking about smuggling of cows. So, but then we, especially Meghalaya, Mizoram, they will have to get beef from outside. So I don't know in what way we can say that bill or this law, once it is introduced, because after all the police will
He's
be in
not
action
stopping
and
anyone in. No. One second.
No, that would be a
He's
very,
not
very
stopping
unfair
anyone
argument,
in
Arnav.
Arunachal Pradesh. He's not stopping anyone
that
in
would be very
Arunachal
fair.
Pradesh or Meghalaya, and he cannot constitutionally from having beef. He's saying in Assam, which is Hindu dominated, you have to be sensitive to the feelings of the Hindu community. Let me make it very simple. And he's saying the majority community sentiments must be. No, allow me. See, it's unique in a way why this is being debated, because, and Emma, I'm coming to, we always speak of the sensitivities of the minority community. For the first time, you have a leader who's openly saying, but I am bothered about the sensitivity of the majority community.
Exactly. That's a tectonic shift, Arnav. That's a tectonic
It's a big shift.
It's a tectonic shift in the annals of Indian political history. Because if you look at it, always we are pampered to the minority community. We have always said, look, the minority community will be sensitive. They will be wounded. We have to care about them. We have to, the constitution goes extra mile. Article 29, 30 and so on and so forth goes extra mile. Nowhere do you see that the Hindu sensitivity has to be protected. Here is the chief minister for the first time.
That's the point.
Tells openly, wherever the Hindus are in the majority will prevail.
Sir,
And wherever they are in
beef
the minority,
is a meat,
I will have to
a
protect.
pork is a meat, a fish is a meat,
one minute,
an onion is
sir,
a food.
Sir,
This bill
please,
is a
please,
sheer
don't, please don't,
hypocrisy.
please, sir.
I just want
No,
to
there is
know
no hypocrisy,
when
sir,
this
he's
bill
very
will
clear.
pass in
I
Goa,
salute
when this
him
bill
for
will
his
pass in
clarity. You
Madhya
may differ with
Pradesh.
him.
You
I
talk
salute
about
him
the
for his
parameters
clarity.
within
Because-
5 kilometers. No, sir. You are talking about the parameters within 5 kilometers. What if a new holy temple will come under 5 kilometers? Then again you will ban under that parameter as well. What if this whole parameter comes under 10 kilometers? Again this parameter will come, again this bill will come. I want to know one thing. Do you want to pass the bill only for the Muslims, only for the one community, or for the whole nation?
yes.
What about leather?
Yes, this is for-
What about
No,
medicine?
this is for
What
the
about
entire Assamese
gelatin?
people.
Sir,
This is
the
for the
only
entire
problem
Assamese
is
people
that
who voted him in
beef is
overwhelming
eaten by
majority
one
to become the
community.
chief
No,
minister. You try
it
to
is
become
not
the chief
eaten by
minister of
one
Assam
community.
and then try to
It
reverse
is
this
eaten
law.
by everyone.
You
I
don't-
can show you
don't make
100
laws in
people
television
who
studios,
doesn't belong to one
etc.
community.
You do it in the electoral
They belong to a
process.
Kshatriya, they belong to Brahmin, and I can show you and I can
One
prove you.
election has come out
Beef
and
is
said
a meat.
No.
Beef
That
is
he
not
is
a
not-
religion. Sir,
one
beef
minute,
is not a
one minute,
religion.
one minute.
Beef is not a
Let me get in
community.
Shazia also.
No,
One
beef
minute.
is not a
Just
religion, it's not a
minute,
community.
Just a
Beef
minute. Calm
is
down,
a meat
everyone. Calm down.
eaten
Calm
by
down.
each and
You see
everyone
what
all
is
around the
now?
world.
Some people may find it.
I
One
am
minute.
not
please.
against-
Some
I am not
people.
against the bill. Arnab, I am not against the bill.
Tausif,
What is the
Tausif,
issue
see.
about? You can
The
say-
difference in
against
the
the bill.
approach of Himanta Biswa
But
Sarma.
this whole
Now, 1 minute,
thing
please.
should be
Gentlemen,
banned in
what
India.
is going on now?
The chief
Please.
minister for doing this.
Judge, what is going on?
Minister.
What is going on? What is going on? One day I have been
No,
absent
this
from my
whole
program and
slaughtering
complete
should be
indiscipline
banned.
the next day. Please listen to me,
Export
Tausif.
should
Yeah,
be
1
banned.
minute.
Why you have
Yes,
allowed
now listen.
export?
Oh, Baba, please don't complete my sentences. What is my point here? And Shazia is patiently listening. Savio has never been quiet for so long in his life. And Syed, just coming to you in a minute. Question being this. What I find very interesting about Himanta Biswa Sarma's approach, it's not just the content. Here is a chief minister who comes on record. He's not apologetic about it. He's not saying I'm only trying to stop cattle smuggling. He's not saying I'm only trying to stop cattle smuggling.
It's a
He is
hypocrisy.
saying I think that if you have beef, he's saying if you have beef near a temple, near a gurdwara,
Biggest
near a Jain
hypocrisy.
place of worship,
It's not a
or
bill,
in a
it's a
place which is
hypocrisy.
largely
Passed
or
against one
majority, or
community,
even there
that's
are a
it.
few
It
people
is
from
simple.
religions who are opposed to the consumption of beef in a religious way, then you cannot have it. So at least you can't fault Himanta Biswa Sarma Shazia from saying it as it is. He's not trying to camouflage it. It's typical Himanta Biswa Sarma approach. You know, he shoots from the hip, you like it or not. And he doesn't seem to be wanting a consensus on it. He's not asking for an
He's
all-party
talking about-
consensus on
he's
But there
something.
is-
talking about
but you know, I-
99%
Shazia.
population.
But the fact of the,
You know,
but the
Shazia.
fact,
No.
but the
He's
fact of the,
talking about 99%
So,
population.
let
you
me-
know, do you really think we have some areas
No, he's
where
not
only one
talking about
community-
99%
This is
population.
India, all the communities stays together. And you know, this
Yeah.
is the same bill. This is the same bill was passed during Nehru
So
regime as well. And all the Muslim agreed to it. Arnab, don't go far. If you remember the
Shazia is
same
on the
bill was
debate.
passed
Shazia
during
and silence,
Nehru
please.
regime.
We have to
Every
move fast.
Muslim
So
in
that's
one
what I'm
community
saying.
which we are
There is
talking about,
complete.
they agreed
So
with the
I
bill.
think,
So
I
this
think,
is nothing new.
I like the way. Which is what I'm saying. There is complete clarity in what Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying, and the Honorable CM, and what directive principles of our country are all about. The 7th schedule, and also what the Supreme Court's landmark judgment in 2005 has been about the constitutional validity of the laws passed by the state legislature on cattle slaughter. That's one thing. But the ethics of it and the politics of it. Let's get into it. Now when Himanta Biswa Sarma talks about the religious sensitivity, should we not consider... No, sir, I'm not... Sir, let me finish. I have not even said...
Why pork doesn't become communal? Why fish doesn't become communal?
Exactly. I am a Muslim. Savio is a Christian. Many of our friends are Dalits.
Due respect, Jainism
Tausif, no, that's my turn. Your name is not.
So will you ban
We have
that?
spoken enough.
So what?
Tausif, be
Will you ban
quiet.
the pulses?
No,
Will you ban the
let me finish.
Okay,
You
we'll
don't
just
know what I'm going to say.
Thank you.
No, please be
What
quiet.
is this
Be
here?
quiet.
Tausif, I'm going to
Be
allow
quiet.
Shazia
Only
to
becomes-
debate
No,
with
no, no.
Shazia. Yeah.
Please,
So let Shazia
what do you mean, what
complete.
is
Thank
this?
you, viewers. 9:40
No,
p.m. Calm
I
down,
want to
everyone.
speak. I want to speak, and I don't want this man heckling over me.
Democratic
So,
republic.
I don't want it either. One
living in a banana republic. Let me
Yes,
make
it
it
is.
very clear.
It is.
And also
It is.
let me
And
tell
you
you,
have to respect.
the Constitution of India.
Tawseef, who would like it?
Constitution of India
I don't understand. I mean, no, Arnab, you have to stop this man from heckling.
Guaranteed the right
We all
to
know
freedom
that.
of religion.
We, the people of India, I can start,
has guaranteed the right
listen,
to
you have to
freedom of religion.
allow me to come in.
Let me make it loud and
Don't
clear.
do this.
And
You make a fool
let
of
me
yourself.
also tell
You make
the
a fool of
Constitution
yourself.
has given the
No,
right to
this
privacy,
constant verbal
right
puking
to
that you're doing
privacy,
right
right to
now,
life and personal
this verbal
liberty.
puking will not get you
We are
anywhere.
not living in a
It
banana
just shows
republic.
that you're
We are
suffering
living
from
in a
some kind of a
sovereign,
disorder.
socialist, secular
You have to
democratic
allow others
republic.
to speak.
Please understand that.
Arnab, you have to allow me to speak.
There's a new word which is coined by
You're
Hemanta
repeating
Biswa
yourself.
Sarma
You're not
today.
making any sense.
There's a new word which is
You're
coined
not
by
making
Hemanta
any
Biswa
sense, sir.
Sarma.
You're repeating
What is
yourself.
peace eating community?
Thank you, Shazia Sondhan again.
You're repeating yourself.
Thank you. Calm down, everyone.
Well,
Yes, so the point I'm making is
I'd say
that Will Tawseef, just like, can you imagine, Arnab, can you imagine a cow is an endeared and a revered animal for the Hindus. Pork, on the other hand, is the most abhorred animal for Muslims. Can you imagine any Muslim being okay with the sale of pork within 5 kilometers of one? No, I'm just making a case. I'm making a case.
I'm okay with
I'm
it,
making
but
a case.
ban
I'm making
totally
a case.
Why do
in
you
the
allow
hand.
export?
So just
Why
like
do you
we respect,
why do you allow medicine?
Just like we
Why do you allow the
respect,
gelatins
and
out
I,
of
as a
it?
Muslim, born in, I'm not
Ban
talking
it.
to you. I'm making a
Ban
point. You'll have to be quiet.
Why
you have
do
to
you
shut his
have a
mic.
problem
No, you
only
can come
for
later.
eating?
Write down your points and you can come back later.
You are
Write down your
taking my
points.
name and
pick
I will
up a-
reply
pick
you,
up a pen
Shazia
and
ji,
write
as
down your
simple as
points in
that.
case you forget.
I will not listen
so
to you.
I think we have
After
to be
that, you will
sensitive
just
to each
finish your
other.
debate.
You have to be sensitive to each other.
I am talking about
and,
fish, I am
and
talking
it's not
about mutton,
mandatory
I am
for all
talking
of
about
us to
beef,
have
I am
beef.
talking about
We
onion,
cannot be
and I am talking about everything.
I cannot
Why
speak.
beef become communal?
I'll
Why?
be quiet
Because one
then. You
community
finish
eats
talking.
that.
One minute, Tawseef, heckling is not good. Heckling is not good. This is a great subject of debate, and there are strong positions. But I won't allow this now, and I'm bringing in others also. No, it's not. No. I 1 second, Mayur, just wait. Savio's not spoken. Okay, allow Shazia to complete. Shazia, I'm allowing you to speak, but there's a point I want to make.
You tell me which Muslim.
Technically, in this case, 1 minute, please. Technically, in this case, technically, nobody is being stopped from eating beef. But let me say there are strong constraints on having beef. Technically, there's no beef ban, but effectively, it could become a beef ban. Now that's the issue. Hemanta says, I'm doing it because I think one needs to be sensitive to the feelings of the majority community. No one said that before. Yeah, 1 second, please. I'm bringing in Mayur with Savio. Thank you, Savio.
Arnab, can I make 3 points?
Arnab,
yes, sir.
Arnab, I think you did not allow me to make the counter narrative.
I think Hemanta Biswa Sarma
if constitutional
knows
consideration
exactly
is the
what he is
driving force,
doing,
then
and he
directive
knows
principle also says
the
that
voter
liquor
base
should be
that he
discouraged.
is
But Assam government
trying
has
to go about in
promulgated
doing
a
this.
policy.
Mayur, just wait a minute and Savio
What he's
complete.
doing. The second most important aspect, sir, is that we must respect the religious sensitivities of people of different religions. And in this case, the cow is revered to the Hindus, therefore we must respect it. In fact, I'm saying the Muslim community must go a step ahead and demand for the ban of pork as far as certain areas that they are populated with. And that's where the balance will happen. The third most important thing, the only thing I disagree with Hemanta Biswa Sarma, because I'm not sure why he's doing it, is the 5-kilometer radius. That does not make sense at all. But having said that, Hemanta Biswa Sarma is taking a really revolutionary step as a chief minister in protecting religious sensitivities of the Hindus and also allowing for other communities to respect the religious sensitivities of the Hindus, because the cow is a revered animal and must be revered for the religious sensitivities of the Hindus. So I think it's a revolutionary step.
Well,
and for
I think
Hemanta Biswa Sarma
Well,
will
one-
get support
what
from
is-
many people in Assam.
I don't know. Mayur is from Guwahati, and I'd like to hear from him what how people are viewing it. There's a lot of talk about this, because if you heard the chief minister earlier, he was absolutely sure he's pushing it through. He's not even asking for anyone for approval for this. You will need a certificate to slaughter. You will need to slaughter in a slaughterhouse. Those things can be anticipated, Mayur. What cannot be anticipated is the chief minister who says, listen, you're in Assam, you're staying in Ulubari. Ulubari is a Hindu-dominated area and a Hindu-dominated city, so forget having beef there. That's quite radical. It's not the approach of any, even BJP chief ministers in other states.
Arnab, you can term it radical. It's a question of nomenclature. You can term it revolutionary, as someone has already done. But I think it is definitely influenced by political consideration. Let me tell you one point very quickly. Influence of Himanta Biswa Sarma does not restrain within Assam. It spills over to the whole of Northeast. He is also the NEDA convener. The kind of position he has taken in the state of Assam, I think it will unnecessarily give wrong signal to the beef-eating state of Meghalaya.
What wrong signals? Which wrong signals?
He has to first cater to the needs. He has to first cater to the needs of Assam. He need not be worried about the other states. He is elected as the chief minister of Assam. And he has got a mandate to do that.
Also says that you should discourage consumption of liquor. But today Assam government has promulgated that liquor would be supplied at home. So I think this is a counter this thing at crossroads. It is morely influenced by political consideration than by constitutional norms.
Who said it is religious? Who said it is not? It is political. A politician
will political. Let us
Ninong Ering, Mr. Ering on the right. Mr. Ering.
It is a political decision. We salute him for taking it. For a political decision. A politician must take political decisions. He is not expected to take
आपका जो लीडर है हमारा परम पूज्य मोहन जी भगवत वो भी हमको उस दिन बोला है
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Ering.
याद रखिए हम भी हैं. I am telling you, only one objection I may have with our Honorable Chief Minister. See, you have seen UP, Haryana, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, where lynching has taken place. Now suppose these say in Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya,
no,
Mizoram,
specify what lynchings.
We don't have beef, so it has to be imported. It has to come through Assam. Then what happens? That is the question, the most important thing. Because we can't now. In my case, I am not a Hindu. I believe in Doni Polo. But I don't take beef. In fact, this is the third generation we don't take beef. But the thing is that it is my own choice. I want to eat or not to eat. Northeast, all the states, most of the states, all take beef. So you can't stop that. We really understand the sentiments and emotions of the majority people like Himanta Biswa Sarma has said. He's a very strong Democrat. In fact, he was a very secular man. We have worked together also. So, but that does not mean that
So because he's passing this bill, it makes... So Gandhiji was not secular.
What was the sentiment?
So Gandhiji was not secular. The founding fathers were not secular. So you're saying the founding fathers were not secular?
People are there who eat. See, in Arunachal, we eat pork,
so why are you
we
saying
eat
the founding fathers were not secular?
What about us? So we have to transport these things, and the main thing is the transportation of the beef or the pork.
For years and years, Muslims have adhered in UP. I'm telling you, my father was a Maulana, and we have the oldest Urdu newspaper, and I've never had beef. I'm telling you about myself. No, I'm giving you my example. There's something called ihtiram. It's about sensitivity. It's about sensitivity and sensibility.
No, I think
it is about.
I think Mr. Ering, as I conclude this.
And for the first time, the sensitivities are being taken care of and are being considered.
As I conclude this very fascinating debate, 2 points I want to make on this debate to all our panelists and to everyone. First is, yes, you have a chief minister who's openly saying in front of the media on the debate, I am showing sensitivity towards the feelings of the majority community. It's as clear as that, unapologetically. The second point which is important is the Uniform Civil Code communal? Is banning cattle slaughter communal? And is population control communal? If so, by whose estimate? Ladies and gentlemen, food for thought. And on the other side, on debate number 2 this evening, the opposition has chosen to stand against the government and by default give a free pass to terrorists. The opposition has decided, viewers, to enable a grave compromise of national security with elections on their radar. What is it that has followed the finding of Al-Qaeda cells, members of terrorist groups affiliated to the Al-Qaeda that has become so controversial in the state of Uttar Pradesh? When I come back, debate number 2. Don't go away.